Hi, my name is Ajish Babu. Today we are going to learn about for loops in C#. So what is the purpose of loop in programming? When the purpose of a loop is mainly when you want to execute a statement or a group of statements for a number of times, that then you can use loops. Just like if you want to execute a particular statement for 10 times or 20 times, then you don't have to write that statements 10 times or 20 times. You can use the different types of loops in programming. So today we are going to learn about one of those loops in C#, that is called for loop. So today we are going to see a couple of examples using for loops so that we will understand what is the purpose and the use of for loops in C#. So let us start now. So here I have already created a script called box script. So here we are going to do some examples to understand what is the use of for loop. So I already told you that the use of for loop is when you want to execute a statement or more than one statements for a particular number of times, then you can use for loop. The format of for loop in C# is like this, like we will go for 4. Then after that we have to give an initializer. Okay, so from which value I want to start. Okay, so for that I will give a type. So that is, first I have to define what is the type I am going to use. So we have different types of these data types like integer, float, string, like that. So here I am going to use the integer data type, and here I am going to give it as for integer. That is the type of my initializer. Okay, after that I can give a variable name. Commonly we use in for loop we commonly use the variable name as I. You can give it as I. Then after that we have to give the starting value of I. Okay, so I will give it as 0. So my variable, my count is going to start from 0. Okay. Then after that I have to give a condition. Okay, so next I will give a condition. So as long as this condition is true, the statements which I am going to give after for loop is executed. When it becomes wrong, then it will stop executing the statements and it will come out of that loop. Okay, so I will give the condition now. So I want to execute this statement till I is less than 10. Okay, so when my I value is less than 10, I want to execute the statement. Okay, so here you can see that my initial value is 0 and my condition is I less than 10. And after that I have to give the iterator value, that is increment or decrement value. So I will give it as I plus plus. Okay, so I am incrementing that the I value after executing the statement once. Okay. Now I want to give the statements which I want to execute this number of times. Okay. So for that I will just give it as debug.log So I am just giving a statement. This is for loop example. Okay. So I am just going to execute this. So I have completed my for loop right now. So here you can see that what I have done. So I am using the for loop, and in this for loop I am giving the my initialized value. Okay, so that is I am going to give it as I is equal to 0. Then after that I am giving a condition like I less than 10. Then after that I am giving an increment operator. Okay, then inside this curly braces you can see that this is the statement I want to execute while my condition is true. Now I will just run this, then we will see what is the output we are getting. Okay, so I will go to my Unity, then I will play this. Okay, I will go to this console. I will play this. So here you can see that I got the output for 10 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, so this statement executed till my condition becomes wrong. Okay, so I hope you understood the use of for loop. So for loop is used to execute a statement or a group of statements while that condition is true. So here also I will just give another example. So I will just give another statement. This the number is. So here I am going to give another one, that is I. Okay, so that you can be clear about the for loop. So here I am going to display my I value. Okay, so I am going to give the output as the number is I. So now we will see what is the output we are getting. So I will go back to Unity and I will run this. So when I run this, we can see that I am getting the output as number is 0, then number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 9. Okay, so here this why this 0 came. 0 is my initializer value. Okay, so I have given the I as 0. Okay, so first it will start from 0. Then what is my condition? So I less than 10 is the, so what will be the maximum value? It will be 9. When it becomes 9, it will give the number is 9. Okay, so that I got here that number is 9. Okay, then after 9 what the I value will become? I value will become 10. Then it will check the condition, then 10 is less than 10. So that statement becomes wrong because 10 is not less than 10. So this will not execute and it will come out of the loop. Okay, so we will see how it is coming out of the loop. So I will just write the statement here, debug.log. I will just give all numbers display. Okay, now I will go back to Unity and I will see what is the output I am getting. I will play this. So here you can see that I am starting from 0 and I am getting the output till 9. After that you can see that I am getting the message like all numbers display. So where I am getting that? Where outside that loop. So when this condition becomes wrong, this will come out of this loop and it will execute the statement after that. Okay, so that is how we got all numbers display after the value of 9. So I hope you understood the use of for loop. So if you want to start from in the reverse order, okay, so you can see that if I am giving the value as I is equal to 10, and I am going to give this if I is greater than 0, okay, and I can give the decrement value. Instead of plus plus, I am going to give it as minus. Then now we will see what is the output we are getting. So go back to Unity. Then I will play this. So here you can see that my first number which I am getting is 10. Then it is decrementing the value 10, 9, 8, 7 till 1. Then after that I am getting the output as all numbers display. So you can use the decrement value also if you want to display the numbers in the reverse order. So there are different uses which you have for the by using the for loop. So if you are not using for loop, then what you have to do, you have to write this for the 10 times. And if you are going for 100 or 1000, then it is not possible to write the entire statements with 1000 times or 10,000 times. So instead of that, you can use the for loop to execute a statement or a group of statements. So I hope you understood the for loop. Now in this example, we used the integer data type. Now what we are going to do is that I am going to write an array, and after that we will see how we can display the values of that array. So here I am going to define an array, that is I am going to give it as a string array. I am just going to give the name as players. Okay, is equal to new string array. That is, I am going to give the length of the array as 5. I have defined this array of strings with the length of 5. Now I am going to define this name also. Like I am just going to give it as Ajit. Then I am going to give it as Babu. And I am going to give it as Ramesh. Then Rajesh. Then I am going to give it as Paul. Okay. So here I have defined a string array with the members of my team, like Ajish, Babu, Ramesh, Rajesh, and Paul. Now what I am going to do is that I am going to display the names of my players. So for that I will start from 0. So always remember that the array elements start from 0, not from 1. So that is why we have to give I is equal to 0. Then I will just give it as I is less than players dot length. Then I will go for plus. Then I will give the output as the name of the player is. Okay. Then after that, instead of I to display a element in an array, we have to first give the name of the array. Then in the square brackets, I will give this variable value. Okay. Now I will just give that all players display. Okay. I will go back to Unity and I will run this program. Now you can see that when I go to play, So here you can see the name of the player is Ajish, name of the player is Babu, Ramesh, Rajesh, then Paul. Then after that I get the output as all players displayed. So here you can see that I have a array with the names of my players, and I am using the for loop to display the elements in that particular array. Okay, so here you can see that I am starting from 0, then I have to give the maximum value. Okay, so that is the length of that array, and you can give the increment value, and I can execute this statement also, like the name of the player. Okay, so I hope you understood how what is the use of for loop in C#. So the for loop is used to execute a statement or a group of statements till a condition becomes wrong. Okay, so this is very useful while we develop games or any applications. So there will be a lot of cases where we have to repeat or execute a group of statements multiple times. So in those cases we can use the for loop. Okay, so this is a very useful loop that we can use while developing games or applications. So I hope you understood the for loops in C#. And thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.